Oh yeah, and I got this because I think this is a Twitch drop, or no, it's, I don't know exactly. This does have something to do with the Bethesda account. No, it is a, I don't know if it's a Twitch drop, but I did get this via Twitch, via game code I got. Yeah, there's 22 chapters, and we're starting on chapter 12. There won't be any Archie today, because as far as I know, nothing new's been unlocked for me. Hold on, let me check the Discord real quick. Yeah, nothing new for me has been unlocked, so I can't do anything new in it. So it's just gonna be this. Yeah, we are. Gabe has so many of my keys. That's what's keeping me. My new locations are locked behind keys that I have to get. Honestly, think if Gabe does System Shock 2 again when we do another Archie, I might make it so that everybody else unlocks locations for me, because I think with all of those checks, it might actually make things faster, but I don't know. Yeah, thankfully it's just kind of like a cozy asymmetric thing, so I don't mind too much that that we've been locked like this for a little while, because you know what? You just get to it when you get to it. I can't switch my weapons. There we go, now I can switch my weapons. Ugh. I am so sorry, that sounded disgusting.
His Eminence, the Bishop Creed, has arrived. Access control zones in effect.
This reminds me of Terminator for some reason. Just like the way the mechanical hand's moving. They're just fixing another Atlan, I guess. That's neat. Just seeing the backdrop like that. Now, it is kind of, like, unfortunate that I've been reading this game hasn't been selling as well. I think the main reason for that is just because less people have money to spend on luxuries. Like, there's all different theories. I think it's like a combination of a bunch of different things. On PC, you have to have a ray tracing capable GPU, and there is a surprising amount of people that still don't have that yet. And PC is the only thing that they can play it on. They can't get it on a console. You have Game Pass, which is technically affecting sales because people are... If you have Game Pass and you're playing games, like, multiple games, like a month through that, people are probably doing that with this. So I don't necessarily think they're losing money on this. But it's definitely less sales overall. And that's a shame too, because I I really don't think it has much to do with the quality of the game. I've been enjoying myself immensely with this. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it more than Eternal. Right now, I like it about as much as 2016. But I'm gonna be replaying 2016 at some point soon, so maybe right after this, maybe not. I think I might if I'm like really in a Doom mood again. I might play it right after this. I'd hate to push Circle of the Moon back, but even further, but you know, it is what it is.
Access denied. Access denied. Attack warning red. All personnel, please evacuate the facility.
This base is under attack. Scramble the air units. All hands to battle stations.
Well, finding a way out was pretty easy.
They must be after the Creed. Hull breach. Damage on multiple levels.
Move the Creed to the command deck. Portal opening above the command station. Something massive is coming through.
Oh no, I didn't miss that secret. No!
We need air support.
Hang on. That wasn't a checkpoint that I just hit, was it? That was. No, restart from beginning. I'm not missing easy stuff like that. God damn it. Every single room I go into after that initial part, I'm checking the goddamn map so I don't miss anything.
The Bishop Creed has arrived.
Security clearance required. Access.
That's right, there's nothing in this room. The hallway, yeah, I'm checking every single hallway too, because I'm not 100% sure they,
Access denied. Attack warning red.
yeah, probably not from there to there, but it's probably, you go here, then here, and then turn left instead of right. And then there'd be gold there.
All personnel, please evacuate the facility.
This base is under attack. Scramble the air units. All hands to battle stations.
Yeah, you go down here,
They must be after the Creed.
then you go here, and there's gold. Then, instead of going left, like they say, go here.
Move the Creed to the command deck.
I can never remember to block that. Nothing else. Alright.
Portal opening above the command station. Something massive is coming through. We need air support.
It's quite possible I get that in this point.
Ensign, prepare the Slayer's Dragon.
I almost missed you over here. And that's everything, right? Right. You just fall. Alright. I didn't miss anything. Good. This music sounds like Halo music. Now the Doom portion kicks in.
Access denied.
I still find it kind of funny that it sounded like Halo music there for a little bit. How that didn't hit me, I don't know. Now it sounds like Command and Conquer music. We're getting all the different video games represented. How do I get in there? Kinda seems like it's through here, but... I was gonna say that'd be hilarious if I could just walk through that wall. No, explosives don't break it. There like a switch right here, maybe? Ah. Might be... It is not through here. Maybe we come back to this? I hope, because it kind of seems like there's still more to this part. I don't see anything I can use my shield on up here. We need the yellow key card for that. So we do come back here. They wouldn't mark that otherwise. Oh yeah, and then secret key right here. Okay. Probably opens after I hit the switch, maybe. Hi. No. Why, I goofed that. I'm not using an extra life over the fact that I was just doing something so incredibly stupid, like damaging myself with the rocket launcher. I mean, it's good to use it on that first enemy, but... not when you have to get close to the Cyber Demon. I still can't get up there. Oh, I go back. Alright, so I guess it still just isn't open yet. Summon even more ethereal daggers to increase dagger damage. I think probably Upsurge. Although I honestly don't know how effective the ethereal daggers are doing. I don't really notice them because there's just so much going on during combat.
Communications are jammed. We can't reach Valen or Novik.
There we are, now it's open. Well, it's telling me to go up there, though. You do have to go that way. That had a rhythm to it. This is... not the crossbow. Oh, right. This is the other Skull Crusher thing. Focuses into a tighter spread. So it's basically the same gun, but it focuses rather than spreads its shot out. So I guess the BFG crossbow probably goes under the chain shot. Also has a better range, too. I kind of like this. I kind of like this gun. No. Man, there are a lot of higher tier enemies in this room. But I can handle that better. I didn't notice the second one, and I didn't really have enough time to respond to that. And I'm already starting this room out worse. I am starting this room out way worse than last time. Holy shit. Just restart the checkpoint. Oh my god, that was 10 times worse than the first time I approached that. There was no reason to continue that. That was just awful. It's this asshole right here that's just... He likes... I know where he spawns in, and I keep... No. Why am I just... I don't know what it is with that little... With that little, worm menace. But for some reason, I keep ignoring him, and it's like the worst decision I keep making. I need to stop ignoring him because he's just a giant pain in the ass. What the fuck? Holy shit, that blast radius is huge. Yeah, you die and you die fast. That's much better. There we go. People were also saying that this game was easier than 2016. I almost feel like I kind of disagree to an extent just because it has the extra life system. But again, I think that was before the numbers change. I think people would probably find this harder than 2016. Now, Eternal I think is probably still harder than this though. Despite the numbers change. I went over here in the first place to see if there was something over here. No, there's not. Never mind.
We need the Slayer in the air. The station won't last much longer.
Well, I think you come back to all these spots, so I probably can't even do that yet, but... Yeah, you definitely come back to this spot because I can't get in there at the moment. Bless you.
We can't stay here.
Oh, this is... Alright, that's open now. I can't go to the other side... oh, well, that probably opens after I, after I get the yellow key. Oh. You know what's funny? This is like this for me in real life too. Whenever there's like an elevator with a front and a back door. And like it stops. I'm like wondering, wait, why the hell didn't the door open? Because the one behind me opened. I will never not get thrown off by that. Oh. I didn't mean to fall off like that. Oh, there it is. Can't go behind me, right? Right. I didn't even mean to do that, it just worked out that way. No, no, we are not using it on a part that's like this. Hey, Leopurdic. I was trying to see if maybe the other gun would be more useful there, and no. This one's decent. This one I'm finding more and more useless most of the time. Okay, I think this is gonna be a nasty habit if I keep doing this. I'm thinking about how I'm supposed to deal with that room. I think I'm just supposed to use my shield, like, most of the time. They put so many of those guys with that horizontal beam in there. I think they're kind of just trying to tell you, hey, use your shield for more than the green parries, you dipshit. That's what it's coming off like to me. Why did they spawn in so late? What the fuck? That was weird. They spawned in incredibly late. Maybe that's how they always were and I just didn't notice. I think maybe... I was kind of wondering, what should I use for that part? Other than the shield, that might be good for crowd control? Maybe the grenade launcher. Well, not this. I can't tell which is the grenade launcher and which is the rocket launcher. They both look the same. Okay, I have the grenade launcher on right now. Okay, never mind, just shock the monkey. Pulverizer still best. Or Cycler, my bad, not Pulverizer. There we go. When my brain finally decided to turn on, I handled that way better. Thought something was next to the wall here. The fuck is that? That's a statue. Wait, this isn't a room. No, maybe that unlocks after I pick up the yellow key. Wait. There might be something else to this.
Commander, the rift is getting larger.
Well, for one, I have to get the gold there. I meant to press R, I pressed E by accident. There's more gold under the, under this next section. Naturally, I want to do this first. There's another secret key area as well, so I have to remember that. Okay. Yeah. Ah! Jesus! I'm getting better at him. Getting better at dealing with him. It's just that sometimes he pauses for longer. It's seemingly random. I'm not sure if it's consistent or not. He'll pause for longer before he actually strikes. I'm also finding I really need to use my power glove a lot more to get ammo back, because I'm starting to lose it a lot. I'm starting to lose ammo pretty fast, because these fights are taking longer and longer. It's the best feeling in the world when you lose and you know exactly why you lost. Honestly, like, all the times... Oh, hey. Oh yeah, I think that's the new Kaku demon. Which is funny because there's enemies like this. I feel like they might have gotten the idea for this enemy from classic Doom mods, because there's flying brain things that I see that I think are probably Realm 667 enemies. Or monsters. What am I doing? I'm supposed to go back, I think. And yeah, I feel like that's probably where they got the idea for that from. No, I can't go back. That's right, we already established that. Wait, that's not backwards. Is it? No, we fell into this room, that's right. It came from there. Yeah, we did all that already. So there's no point in going that way. It's not something in this room, is it? It's a secret key. This room would technically be optional. Yeah. Oh, it wants me to go down there, alright. I hope he can go back up. Auto turret. So you get your shoulder mount back from Eternal. Except this is the first time you have the shoulder mount in the timeline. When activated, a shoulder-mounted auto turret is summoned to fire at your enemies for a short time. It will automatically select targets closest to where you are aiming. We'll see if it's better than the ethereal daggers. Extended mag, health extractor. Actually, this might be better because it gives health, not armor. The daggers give armor. Wait, I think the daggers give armor probably because of something else I'm using as well. All because my shield broke. No, no. I handled that so fucking poorly, I'm not using a life on that. I handled that so bad. Okay, that's fucking OP. I'm not even sure the ethereal daggers do that. Maybe they do, I don't know. It does kind of seem like you have to be, like, actually aiming with the turret, though. don't know why, but I'm running into, like, random times where I just, all of my abilities are locked. Like, I can't actually do anything. Ah, bullshit. All right. And so I feel like sometimes I can deal with them faster. Never mind, I'm not dealing with him yet. Okay, if I die, I am using a life this time. What the fuck? Where are you? He's hiding. I didn't die from him, I died from one of these little pieces of shit that, that keep respawning. These fucking assholes get really fucking annoying after a little while because you're concentrating on, like, the big bad, but because these little, pieces of fodder spawn and just, like, slowly walk to you and you don't realize that they're getting closer and closer. Because of the fact that you're, that with some of these enemies you're almost always perpetually at 5 health, all they do is just come up, smack you a little bit, and then you have to use another life. I would say that's probably my biggest criticism is the fodder of this game. The fodder... it's something that not even the other two games have really had that much of an issue with. There's fodder in the other two games, but it never really seems like they're that much of an issue where... like, they perpetually respawn as well, but they usually don't crowd you like they do in this game. In this game, there's a lot of them, and they crowd you constantly. So you're taking, like, small bits of damage on top of the large bits of damage that you're trying to avoid from the bigger enemies. So yeah, the real threat in this game is not the larger enemies. You can deal with them pretty easily. It's the fucking fodder that the big enemies are distracting you from. And it gets really fucking annoying when you're constantly parrying the cyber demon in front of you. You miss one little shot, and then all of a sudden your health goes from, like, 160 to 5. And then you still have to avoid his, shot, or you still have to, parry his stuff, but then this little fodder son of a bitch just comes up, gives you a light tap on the ass, and then you die. I would say that's becoming an increasingly annoying problem. All they would have to do is just kind of fix this so that the fodder has, like... They maybe back off a little bit. And not constantly surround you when you're up close to an enemy. I think that's what they should probably do. They should probably just make it so that the fodder AI does not crowd you if you're near a giant enemy. I could see that being a run killer on Ultra Nightmare, like, easily. And it would... If I did ever... I don't like the idea of Ultra Nightmare. I'm not the biggest fan of, permadeath. If I played a game for, like, thousands of hours, I could see permadeath being fun. But I'm not doing... I don't really like the idea of permadeath when I've only played the game, like, once or twice. I did Ultra Nightmare attempts on Doom 2016, and that's the extent that I ever did. And that was just for fun one day. That was just when I was, like, goofing around. Because that was right after I beat Nightmare. And I, like... And I think I was doing, like, follower goals or something like that at the time. And I think that was one of them. I said if I reached this amount of followers, I would devote an entire stream to just seeing how far I get in Doom 2016 Ultra Nightmare. I got to Argent D'Nur before I died. That was the farthest I ended up getting. I think it was... I think I died right when you met the Summoner, because that's one of the hardest parts of that level. I thought I killed one of my allies. You don't realize how lucky you are. You and your plot armor. Why am I so short? I just noticed that. This dude's taller than me. Why are they all taller than me? Like, even this guy's kind of taller than me. I thought I was supposed to be, like, 7 feet tall. What are you, like, the offspring of the Jolly Green Giant? Like, what the fuck is going on here? It was like this in the other games, too. Everything just seems like it massively towers over you. You know what I think, though? Because I think a lot of first-person games do this. I don't think the camera is where your head is. I think because they want you to see, like, the stuff that you have in your hand. Because Dead by Daylight does this. You even see it when you, the camera pans around the killer at the start of the match when you're playing killer, and then it goes in, you actually see the camera basically go into, like, most of the time it's under the killer's neck. Sometimes it might, like, when Blight was a thing in Dead by Daylight, it actually went into his stomach. And they actually had to hire it because it was making some people sick. I think it was making some people sick. Either that or it was just way too low and you... Like, the camera was so low to the ground on Blight that, yeah, I think that was it. It wasn't that it was making people sick. I think it was because you were almost as low to the ground as Pig was crouched. For some reason. So they actually made the camera higher on Blight. But again, I think they do that because they want you to see the stuff that's in your hand. So really, we're not looking at this from Doom Guy's own eyes. We're technically, I think we're looking at him at, like, the bottom part of his neck. So that's why it kind of seems like everybody's taller than us. They're really not. I think Doom Guy is probably roughly the same height. Maybe a little taller. It's just that the games don't account for that, because I think if they did account for the fact and make everybody smaller, then everybody would be really small. Like, they would be, like, fucking midgets. So... yeah, I probably didn't get some of the challenges done. Oh, I missed some gold, too. I missed a ruby. I didn't realize this was the end of the level. I just realized that. So how do I get some of that stuff? I'm sure there's a way. I just missed it. Maybe at some point I'll go back and 100% everything. It was probably near the end that I needed to do that. I just remember that. But yeah, again, it's too late now. This is just a casual playthrough. I'm still working on my first playthrough of this, so... If I ever decide to go back, and I probably won't stream it if I go back and get everything I missed in these levels. But if I do like a Nightmare playthrough, I would definitely stream that. I don't know when that is. This is the longest game out of these three. Like, this is easily a long. I feel like if this was 2016 or Eternal, I'd be done the main game by now. Because those campaigns are like 12 to 15 hours. We're only slightly more than halfway through this game, and I've put in, I think, like 12 hours at this point. Certainly doesn't feel long, though. Again, these parts... The Atlan and the Dragon Rider parts are not bad segments. They just lack a lot of depth that the main game has.
Energy readings are all wrong.
Those tentacles are ripping the station apart. Take them out.
See, I don't mind these parts. I can't really say this because this part's really loud. I don't mind the Atlan or the Dragon segments because I like that they were experimenting with new things. I wish both of these segments had more depth to them. It kind of sucks that people say they hate these segments. I would rather they go lenient on segments like this while they're experimenting so they can implement them and add more depth in the future because now they have a good foundation. This is probably not going to happen because people are saying they don't like these segments, and that's kind of a shame. I like them because I see the potential in them. And if they do another game, or they'll most likely do another game, but when they have another Doom, I think they could probably do these segments again and add more depth to them to make them more fun. I don't mind that they're there. Like I said, the Atlan part's kind of boring, but I would rather have like okay, maybe a little oversimplified, but see the potential, as opposed to them doing way too much with these new segments, not understanding how to make it fun, and then they fuck it up, and then these are parts that you dread getting to. Oh. And you know why I keep taking damage there? It's because With those side turrets in particular, I keep thinking that it's a pattern, and it's not. I actually think it's random. I just have to wait until the things come out. Because they give you plenty of time to react to it.
Tentacle destroyed.
Like I said, it's not quite like Panzer Dragoon, but I feel like if they would have played those games, they could have made, like, linear segments where you could do something, like, very similar to that. I thought I had to go here. Oh, I do. What the fuck? That was weird. Like the other Dragon Rider just, the second one that I didn't kill just disappeared into the wall. Am I not hitting it? Alright. Oh, right. Oh, there's the, Mikako. I'm stuck. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't even know how I died. I'm using it though. It was because of them. Yep. That's not surprising in the slightest. Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking Agadon Hunter just will not fucking die. Holy shit. He was the sole reason I lost 2 lives. That was mean. This part was fucking mean, dude. Putting that Agadon Hunter
Hellgate destroyed.
in with all of those other monsters I had to deal with, that was fucking mean. Because the Agadon Hunter is a lot like the Arc-Vile in Classic Doom. Once he's in, you can't concentrate on anything else. Once he's there. Because... Actually, no. I might be wrong about that. Maybe I should try this next time. I'm wondering, if I keep him at range and I deal with everything else, I wonder if that would be better... I wonder if that would be better... than trying to deal with him first. Because if you keep him at range, all he really does is launch those projectiles that move really slow. They're really slow, they're really big, so they're actually pretty easy to avoid. I'm actually kind of wondering if next time they pull a stunt like that, to concentrate on the hunter last, rather than first. Because he doesn't really close the gap either. It's not, he's kind of like the Cyber Demon in that regard. Except he doesn't, constantly shoot at you. He just launches those slow-moving, incredibly large and easy to spot projectiles. So I think that's probably what I have to do next time. Because they will definitely pull that stun again, I guarantee it. If they're doing it now, that means that it's gonna be a thing of, again. I'm not even sure I have to kill those things, I just really want to. The fuck? Oh. Hi. I dodged way too early. Alright. I don't have any lives for this segment because I used them all in the other one. So we'll see how this goes. Ah, we have to close another Oblivion gate. And we died because we lost control of our character. Yeah, this segment's gonna take a really long time, I think. Because we can't attack that. We can't attack that, Revenant. Wait. I forgot we need to deal with this tank first. Oh my god, what? Why? Jesus. Why? Why that big thing? I still can't attack the fucking wait, maybe he might be dead. What? I swear to God, if I die from that. Oh, thank fucking Christ. Oh my God, and then they just put another one. Thank God. Holy Christ, sensory overload sometimes. Okay, he's vulnerable now. Yeah, fuck off. Alright, I only died once there. I actually... That part seemed like I was gonna die on that more since I had no lives. The other one was harder than that. But that was still a lot more... That felt more intense than the other one did. Even though that was easier. Now I get this weird sense that they're gonna give Commander Thera her own game or something. Out of all of the other characters that are in this, she's like featured the most, second to, well, the main character. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if they would do something completely different, or maybe make her, like... Well, I don't know. I don't really know how this game ends. She could die for all I know. Do not tell me. I've already spoiled enough of this game as it is. Not that the story really matters that much, but... Still. All these fights are fun, though. Like, the actual game... again, the actual gameplay. I like parrying way more than constant weapon swapping that Eternal did, so... Still enjoying the hell out of it. Did I press escape by accident? I guess I must have. I thought I pressed space to start. keep forgetting you can actually recall your, shield just by pressing right-click. I keep thinking it's pressing R again, and it's not. Yeah, never mind. I think the turret might actually be better than the ethereal daggers. I don't know, to be honest. It's hard to tell because they all kind of feel like they have the same effects. You were late to the party, weren't you? Same with you. It just kind of seems like the effectiveness is about the same. Komodo...
Switch.
Okay, he's not too hard to figure out. Well, it's not too hard to figure out any of this shit, really. It's just, when glow green, get ready to parry. Again, I'm having so much fun with this game. It does make me want to play the other ones as well. Again, even Eternal, I would even put up with that game's bullshit because it's actually making me. I don't know. I kind of miss the fast-paced nature of all of the new Doom. Feel like I would definitely miss the shield, though. Best idea of this game, hands down, is the shield gameplay. I like it. It's simple, but it's so much fun and satisfying to pull off. And like, hot take, I like the slowdown. Each time you get the parry. I think maybe over here? Yeah.
Wants the Creed and Thera safely returned, and they're willing to help. According to the Makers, inside this tomb is a deity that will lead you to their location. The Bishop's ministry has asked that the Slayer alone take this mission. They trust no one else. I cannot disobey the Church, but we'll be on alert.
Oh. Okay.
The entire structure was
I didn't expect another dragon segment.
stasis. We need to wake it up. Makers have given us directions.
Targets identified. Locking coordinates.
I don't think that's just a coincidence that that sounds so much like Vega. Probably explains why in 2016 he knew to back Vega up. Something's down here. I didn't kill him. Oh. Again, between the Atlan and this, I feel like this has more potential. I feel like you could do a lot more with this than you could with the Atlan if they put it in a future game. The only way that I feel like they could do more with the Atlan is if they take a note from Titanfall. Maybe make the mech smaller too, just so you can make the large open field segments. You know what's funny? Slayer's in this, like, huge suit, but he can swim. Eternal, it was the same way. You could actually swim in these segments. Samus sinks like a rock in the Metroid games. She does not swim. So I'm wondering if either her suit kind of accounts for that, or her suit's heavier. So it could be in terms of raw strength, she might be stronger than Doomslayer is, but I don't know. You can't really argue stuff like that because the power levels between the games are like you literally cannot compare it because their approach to things is just wildly different. The rules are different. Don't you run away from me. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Holy shit. That's kind of brutal. Okay, there's a cyber demon here. I don't know where he is, though. Oh, there he is. Again, I really hate that they put these Nightmare Imp Stalkers. They always... I have to expect them now whenever there's a Cyber Demon nearby. Because this is like the third time now that there's always been at least one Nightmare Imp Stalker whenever they have a Cyber Demon around. They do this on purpose because they know it's gonna fucking kill you, because you don't expect it. Because you can't see the fuckers. You know what? Let's do that. I did so well that first time until I encountered the Cyber Demon, and now I'm just eating shit. I really wish this... That's the thing. I really wish this wasn't my passive. I'd rather my passive be that I, like, glitch the game or something. Because I've noticed my passive tends to be, and when I mean it's a term that or that Vinny coined, but like he kind of says his passive is he just has this natural ability to glitch games for no reason, and he doesn't intend to do it. For me, my passive is approach a segment that's hard, get really far in it, but then you make one mistake and you die. Then about 3 or 4 times afterwards, you just play considerably worse until like the 5th or 6th time you actually kind of do it a little bit better. Case in point. Before I even go over there, I want to make sure nothing's following me. Yeah, I don't want this thing shooting at me. There we go, extra life. You know what? I wonder, will they come down here? No, they're gonna stay up there like little dipshits. these nightmare imp stalkers are smarter than they look. And one of them still tried to sneak up on me. Okay, this one's fully upgraded. Oh, you know what? I was reading this yesterday. That's why I got I was reading this wrong yesterday. That's why I got confused by it. So when you do a parry and you intentionally cause like the splash damage that typically hurts you will instead heal you. That's the problem that I was having reading this. Refill a portion of your next melee charge. I'm not really sure how useful that is, to be honest. I am breaking my shield, though, a lot. Oh, wait, no. That's not the shield. That's the actual, like, gauntlet. Yeah, I'll grab this. They still use that sometimes. Demons damaged. Honestly, I'm getting that now. Because that's going to help immensely. I still can't use the Amulet of Kings. The 3 that I have. Sorry, I had to adjust how I was seated. There. Yes, game, I just used it. I don't know why that happens. Why is this here? Oh, I think that's where I picked up the extra life. I think... No. This better not... I just realized I really hope that doesn't make it so that I have to fight the Cyber Demon again. I don't think it does. I have to fight that godforsaken cyber demon again. Why did it usually... Doesn't the checkpoint usually trigger after you unlock a Sentinel Shrine? Why didn't that happen this time? Well, at least I kept the upgrade. I really gotta stop using the rocket launcher. It's actually causing way more problems than it's helping. Alright, everybody, might want to go for a break, get some popcorn, I guess get a soda or something, but we're gonna be here for a while. Another 5 or 6 fucking tries. Because they decided they didn't want to put a checkpoint in one of the longest spots in the game so far. I don't know. This is really fucking annoying. This is such a bad... I don't know why they didn't put, like, any sort of checkpoint after killing that cyber demon. These fucking imps. Holy fucking shit. I hate this part. I fucking hate this part. Has everything to do with this fucking cyber demon and his two nightmare imp bitches. And the fact that there's no fucking, checkpoint after killing him and seeing the shrine. I don't know why they did that. I fucking hate this part so much. It has everything to do with the fodder here. Holy shit, it has everything to do with the fodder here as well. I'm actually getting really fucking annoyed with this part. Holy Christ, I'm getting so fucking annoyed with this part. What am I getting stuck? I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. Breathe. I can't yell. I can't yell. Calm down. Calm down. You can do this. You can do this. Just have to center yourself. Calm down. Don't yell. It's a hard segment. It's meant to be hard. It's okay that you die. Just stay calm. You'll eventually get through it. And here we go. Okay. Yes, this part sucks. Just remain focused. You can kill this pest. You can do this. That, in particular, genuinely pissed me off, because I feel like remaining calm actually made me play so much worse. I genuinely feel like remaining calm just made me play so much worse. But you know what? I thought of something new. What if instead of approaching from that side, I approach from the other side? Maybe that might actually make things a little easier. Because I feel like that... I'm gonna say no again. I am not using the life sigil on this. I refuse to. I don't care if I die on this part 15 more times. I'm not using it. Oh, but game too easy. I only died 30 times, so I'm supposed to be dying like 50. I'm not done yet. I have to not die on the next part. Because this is not a checkpoint. I have to remember that. I have to remember that. Yes! Fuck that Cacodemon. So much. I'm dead. Now, if you tell me that I didn't get a checkpoint, I'm probably done. Good, I got a checkpoint. Thank God I got a checkpoint. I won't mind dying to this repeatedly. I'm fine with that. I just didn't want to do that segment again. Damn, how do you do this? Maybe I should focus on the Revenant first. I wonder if maybe the Impaler would be good. When I'm actually able to use it. If I didn't go into this with such a low health, then I'd probably be doing a little bit better. I killed the Revenant, that's some progress. I just have to do it over again. The Revenant, yeah, kill the Revenant first, and... then I can focus on the Hunter. That's a big problem. Yeah, never mind, I'm already dead. That's the big problem. If my shield breaks, then I might as well reset, because I'm just going to get clowned on. Holy shit, this game took a huge difficulty curve. Never mind, I know the gimmick of this part now. You have to kill the Agadon Hunter and just ignore the Revenant. Because 5 seconds later, another one spawns in, so you have to focus on the Hunter. Ooh, but this game is too easy. UVing up. Ooh. I only died like 6 or 7 times on each segment. And maybe like an 8th time on the final mission. I need to die at least like 30 times. Game bad. It's not like Doom Eternal where I died like 50 times. Thought I actually got it that time, but no, I didn't. I'm stumped. I don't know what to do. I can't kill the Revenant because the Revenant keeps respawning, so you have to focus your attention on the Agadon Hunter. But if you do that, the Revenant just takes pot shots at you and you die anyway. I guess I just gotta get lucky. I feel like half the time I should be getting these parries and they're just not connecting and I don't know why. But I guess I'm just like a pixel off. Again, I wouldn't be resetting so much if my health wasn't at 55. There we go. Holy Christ. At least I figured out what the gimmick was. It's not even really worth it. I don't have anything to upgrade this ruby on, but that was about the principle of the thing. Okay, I'm out of coffee. I blame my slight sleep-deprived state. I'd probably be able to focus a tad more if I didn't have something I needed to do after work. And I actually got a decent amount of sleep. How come they're glowing blue? Man, they are really stacking on the enemies here. Holy fuck, are they really stacking them? Nah. How the fuck did my shield even break there? There we go. He was the big bad there. Hello, Demetori. Creator of the Millennial General Council Office. I leave a comment to old video. Oh yeah, I think I remember you talking about that. If you want me to play the new version, I don't know when I'll get back to it. Because outside of the new Doom games, I'm not sure when I'll actually get back to doing classic Doom stuff. Because I've been working on, getting through the Metroidvania games since I've been, on a, Metroid and Castlevania kick lately. So, I can't promise anything in the future. And I've overall been more busy with stuff, this summer than usual, so I don't really have... I can't really do, like, a special... Also, I don't have any video, editing software right now. I need to update my subscription on, Vegas. So yeah, again, I can't really promise anything at the moment. But, I'm still glad that you, let me know about that.
Vital signs rising.
And my attention right now is a little bit more on the game at the moment because it's kind of demanding my attention now. Honestly, I'm kind of glad to see this part. This will be a nice cooldown segment. Just looking around to see if they didn't hide anything. Was earlier known on Japanese nickname. I gotcha. Yeah, really, I didn't mind the fact that those parts were hard. I just really wish there was another checkpoint. That's all that needed to make that part slightly less frustrating. Was just the checkpoint after getting to the Sentinel Shrine. I would not have gotten nearly as annoyed. Because I hate when I feel like I've done a really hard segment and I'm pretty satisfied with myself, I die later on, and then I have to do that first segment all over again. It'd be one thing if I was doing a challenge run. Then that's expected, but... I don't think I can do that from here. Yeah, because I can't jump very high. Dragon Flight Simulator? I always compare it akin to, like, Panzer Dragoon. I kind of wish they did go more in that direction with that segment. Honestly, it's a bit of a hot take. I actually really like the dragon flying. I just wish they would have done a little bit more with it. Eat shit. Doom and Dark Souls style with Warhammer 40k influence. I think Eternal is more like the Dark Souls of the series. I guess in terms of aesthetic, that's true for this, though. Because this is more of a medieval style. But in terms of raw difficulty, I actually think that, Eternal has more in common gameplay-wise with, Dark Souls than this does. At least in terms of raw difficulty. But don't get me wrong, this game is by far no walk in the park either. Just wondering how you get that. Really? I can't go down there? Why did they put the... Why'd they put the platform down there, then? Again, I gotta kind of get used to this as well, because, if I do decide to play Eternal, and I do decide to play on UV again, I'm gonna have to get used to the fact that I'm gonna be dying a lot, probably due to some bullshit. Okay. You can't go past that part, that's why. Oh, that's someone rolling out there. Alright. I thought I was hearing thunder for a second there. That wasn't in-game. It's like all the stuff here that I want to get. I saw your eyes. Good. I can explode if I do this. I mean, you can't pick these up. No, they weigh literally nothing. Usually this brings out a... Oh. Okay, I think I know what to do. I think. I'm still not entirely sure. Nope, because she moved too slow. Is there something in here I need to do? I can't move these at all. Oh, alright. I looked up at that earlier, but I didn't really realize that it was... Okay, yeah, I know what to do now. That's it? Oh, wait, there we go. How do you I'm still wondering how you get this one all the way back here. I thought maybe you'd have to do something later in the level, but... it's definitely not it. Can I potentially get up higher? Oh, there we go. So what do I need to do to get in there, then? Oh! Okay, this was way easier than I thought it would be. Oh, yeah, it's way easier than I thought it would be. Uploaded a new map on my database called Snowcloud. Because I don't have RTX. Yeah, you're definitely not the only one. commented earlier in the stream, the sales have kind of, like, suffered, and I think that's, at least on PC, and that's kind of one of the reasons. Fun fact, that was the main... This game was the main reason why I kind of decided to... Well, this and, you know, the tariffs in the US, were two major reasons why I wanted to buy a new PC sooner rather than later. Technically, yes. But it's not a direct sequel. It's between Doom 64 and Doom 2016. But this is not immediately after Doom 64. This is still some time after that. Nope, wait. I missed gold. I gotta stop soon, too. Well, like 15 minutes. Yeah, I can't go down there. Is there like a hole here that I might be able to go in? I really want this gold. Nope. Not here. I love that that takes nothing away, though. That's good. So you can kind of, like, explore a little bit and try and figure out what to do. I almost thought I was going to stop there. It can run without RTX, you probably need to mod it then. And I'm actually wondering, because a lot of people are speculating that the reason why this requires RTX is that it has to do with how enemies are able to hit you. I think that's what I read, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So I'm actually kind of wondering if you were to mess with the settings to have it play without RTX, if it might mess with the game's actual ability to play properly. Oh, here we are. Like, you could... It would technically be functional, it's just that it would probably mess with certain things that they did. But I don't know. 'Cause I'm not even sure if that's just an excuse. Yeah, I need more. Something else is shooting at me. It's this little shit right here. Genuinely, though, if it has the ability to run without RTX, I would love for someone to not only confirm that, but to also make a YouTube video of it. Put their money where their mouth is. Genuinely, because I'm not like calling them out and like saying no, it can't be done. Of course, it could probably be done because I genuinely want to see if it actually messes with anything. Because that's what they said. I'm not so, and I would like to know if that confirms it or if they're just, or if it's just horse shit. And they could have done this without RTX, without it messing with anything. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other because I can play it, but I didn't kill him? Oh, I was probably out of charges. Wait! There we go down here. Yeah, this'll... Hopefully the game saves at this point. This will be the last fight I'll do. Okay, he's the, Who do I have to kill to break his morale? Yeah, again, when I'm not dealing with, like, several other different things, he's very easy to deal with. Okay, Demetori. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I think I'm probably done here myself. I'll do this part. I died. No, I didn't die. Alright. I should stop soon. I don't wanna. What's left? Alright. I'll get the stuff that's left. And then I'll stop. For, like, no reason. You know who I would really love to see play this game? Darkside Phil. Just any Doom game, any of these new Doom games. He probably has played one of them. Oh my god, I thought I could be melodramatic. I at least complete my games, and I'm actually somewhat decent at them, as much as I like to rag on myself about it. Holy shit, he's fucking dog shit. Like, I will call out myself any day of the week and, like, say that I'm, like, bad at certain games. Like, I don't really enjoy the Dark Souls games that much. I'll be the first to admit I'm not the best at them. But the main reason I don't like them is just because of the common enemies. I like the few boss fights that I fought in the first Dark Souls were the most interesting parts of the game. If the game had none of the fodder, coining a term from Doom, and all it had was the boss fights, I would enjoy the game immensely more. Bloodborne wasn't bad, though. The common enemies were actually pretty interesting. Bloodborne's like the exception to that. The only reason why I only played about 2 hours worth of that is because it's a console game. And I was very much more into PC games around that time. It's very hard for me to just sit down and concentrate on something that I don't have, like, access to everything to. So, if Bloodborne were to be on PC, I would probably stream my playthrough of it, because I know you can through emulation. I'm not sure if I want to go that route, because it's not exactly like the console experience, like the graphics mainly. They're not quite there yet. Emulation for the PS4 is not quite there yet. I do still have my copy of Bloodborne, so I still own it. But if I were to ever play a Souls-like and actually enjoy it, it would probably be Bloodborne. Okay, this is the checkpoint I'll stop at. Is it just,
You may now access the nearby stasis emitter.
Is it just actually saved a checkpoint there? Okay, so that was actually the closest it got me to rage. Was that one segment. And again, that was only because I feel like there should have been a checkpoint at the shrine. I don't know why there wasn't, because that was a hard-ass fight. It's because of the fact that they put 2 Nightmare... Actually, no, I think there were 3 Nightmare Imp Stalkers there. And they're a pain in the ass. They are a giant pain in the ass, and they're kind of meant to be a giant pain in the ass. Because even though they're relatively easy to kill, it's very hard to see them, and you kind of don't know where they are unless they do the charge attack. And putting 3 of them there, along with the Cyber Demon that demands your attention, is cruel. But yeah, I'm still having an immense amount of fun. And then there was that fight afterwards too, the Agadon Hunter with the Revenant paired up. That was a very difficult fight. Because the Revenant does not give a shit that your attention's not on him. And the problem is you can't deal with him first, even though he's the easier one to deal with, because they'll just keep respawning. Have to deal with the Hunter and ignore the Revenant. But still, I got through it. And this is still really making me want to play the other 2 again. So yeah, still, I am still immensely enjoying my experience, even though I'm getting pushed harder and harder with each passing chapter. But you know what? If it wasn't doing that, I think I would probably be enjoying this less. So, still personally, I think if you're a Doom fan, you like classic Doom as well as the new Doom, I think you would probably enjoy this way more than people who just liked Eternal, and that's it. So I personally think it's worth the $70, because the campaign's really long, the combat's really fun. Probably don't buy the deluxe edition, it's not really worth it. I guess if you know you're gonna buy the DLC, the deluxe edition might still be worth it. But definitely look for a sale, like on Green Man Gaming or something like that, because that's how I got this. You'll end up saving money. And don't get it unless you have an RTX card, or if you like fiddling with older computers, because it requires an RTX card. Or get it on console. But anyway, that's it for Doom the Dark Ages for tonight.